Today I'm going to give away a free t-shirt, bring you a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, bring you comics news, and reveal the books I bought this week. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching the Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro! Edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. Thank you for joining me this week. This is the first of 4 Mardi Gras episodes I'm doing, and as I alluded at the beginning, I'm going to have a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight for the first time in 2023. I'm going to bring some comics news. I finally got a chance to watch Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I'll let y'all know what I think of it. Then I have another announcement that's in the Comically Speaking segment. Then I have comic books I bought this week. But for right now, it's time to kick things off like I usually do. Give away a free t-shirt. All right, on last week's episode, I asked which founding member of the Justice League bought a condominium for Superman and Lois Lane as a wedding present? Well, the correct answer is Batman. And 23 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, Renee's been entered in the drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this week's episode of the show is... Nicholas Martin from Rocky Branch, Louisiana. So congratulations, Nicholas. You win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. All right, here's the question for next week's episode, and this is a Guardians of the Galaxy question. Which Guardian of the Galaxy in the comics was previously a human being by the name of Arthur Douglas? Now here are the hints. The first hint is that this character debuted, or made their first appearance rather, in the Invincible Iron Man number 55 in 1973. And then the second hint, and this is a dead giveaway. This character has appeared in several Marvel movies, including the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and has been played by Dave Bautista. Yeah, you should know who it is now. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. Alright, now D'Angelo Blue from Warren, Ohio has requested a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, and this one features 2 mutants with a lot of intellect. One in the Marvel Universe, and one in IDW Publishing. Representing Marvel, we have Beast. Representing IDW and Mirage Studios, we have Master Splinter. These two are going to duke it out in a segment I like to call...
The Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Welcome to the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Today, it's Beast versus Master Splinter. The Beast possesses genius-level intellect, superhuman strength, durability, speed, agility, reflexes, dexterity, healing, longevity and senses, time-stream attunement, pheromone manipulation, and razor-sharp fangs and claws. Master Splinter is a highly skilled master of ninjutsu who possesses high intellect, mastery of stealth, and a keen sense of smell. Who would win? Beast, being the genius and deductive reasoner, would mentally chalk up a quick formula of Master Splinter's every move. Splinter would then appear behind Beast. The latter would then attempt to spin around and clothesline the former, but Beast suddenly doubles over in a lot of pain. While he was guessing Splinter's every move, Splinter used his stealth capabilities and gently struck Beast's pressure points. Beast yells, "Make the pain stop!" Splinter then ends the fight by delivering a vicious roundhouse kick to Beast's head and says, as my youngest would say, "Bummer, dude." Master Splinter wins. And that concludes this fight on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Thank you, D'Angelo Blue, for that fight. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll have another one for next week. Now, if you want to make a request, go ahead and do so. Now, you know my rules. The first rule is that at least one comic book or manga character has to be involved in the fight. The second rule, they can either go up against another comic book or manga character, a video game character, or a series-minded cartoon character like Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe, or Optimus Prime, Lion-O, anyone like that. And then, the third rule, make sure your fight makes sense. It wouldn't really make a lot of sense for, I don't know, Aunt May from Spider-Man to go up against Black Canary. Just wouldn't make a lot of sense. And to make up for all the times that I didn't do the segment, I'm going to have another one featured for next week. All right, now it's time for Comically Speaking. So without further ado, let's talk comics! All right, there are two things I'm going to talk about in this segment of Comically Speaking, and here's the first. Now, earlier I told y'all that I finally got a chance to see Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. And, well, I'll say this. When Gayle King from CBS Mornings, when she saw the movie, she said, when you go to see it, run, don't walk. Well, actually, I power walked because, I was late to the party. It was very late. And that movie did not disappoint in my view. It really didn't. I strongly believe Ryan Coogler should have been nominated for Best Director. But hey, Angela Bassett was nominated for Best Supporting Role, and rightfully so, because once again she killed it as Queen Ramonda. Now there were some folks, ever since the movie came out, that had said that it was trash. It was one of the worst Marvel movies, and this and that. That's all great because to each their own. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion. Just don't be that person that thinks that your opinions are facts, because you can never be that person. Just saying. Although I could see there were certain instances in the movie that I saw where there were folks that where I started to understand why folks didn't really like it. But it was still great. I loved it, and I believe that it was the suitable love letter to the late great Chadwick Boseman. So if you're waiting to if you're still not comfortable with going to a movie theater and you're waiting for it to start streaming on Disney Plus in a few days, I'd wait till midnight February 1st, which is when the movie starts streaming on Disney Plus. Go ahead and get yourself a little power nap, then get up at midnight, start watching. You will not be disappointed. And then also, if you want to buy it on DVD, go for it, because I'm going to do the same thing, because that's definitely one of those movies I wouldn't mind watching again and again and again and so forth. But definitely 2 thumbs up in my view. All right, now the second thing is that there's a con coming to Marksville, Louisiana on June 3rd, and it's from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and it's called Sinlaw Collector Con. It's going to be at the Paragon Casino and Resorts Ballroom. I will be there, but here's the thing. I will not be there as a spectator. I'm going to be there as a vendor, folks. Now, I know y'all thought, wait, Vic, didn't you say that you weren't going to be a vendor anymore? Yeah. But see, I said that because I based it on how things went at a previous con that I was a vendor at. See, here's one awful truth that a lot of us need to understand. We can't just try one thing one time and then say, oh, okay, well, I guess it's not for me. It doesn't always work that way. There's that old saying, if at first you don't succeed. So I will definitely be a vendor there, and I'm asking that anyone who's willing to do so, come out and support me. And don't just support me, support the entire con. Support all the other vendors and guests that are going to be there. I mean, going to a con we're finally, the curve is finally flattening on this pandemic, folks. I mean, we're almost 3 years in, and I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know about y'all. So, and if y'all want to wear a mask, go ahead and wear a mask. If you want to practice social distancing, practice social distancing. But don't live in fear, because fear never gets anyone anywhere. But again, Sinlaw Collector Con, June 3rd at Paragon Casino and Resorts in Marksville, Louisiana. Y'all come. All right, that's it for Comically Speaking. Now let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
All right, here we go. First up is Action Comics number 1051. All Out Avengers number 5. Amazing Spider-Man number 18. Catwoman number 51. Detective Comics number 1068. Book I promised that I would feature on this segment last week. John Stewart, The Emerald Knight. Oh, by the way, this is a one-shot. I thought it was a monthly, but it's a one-shot. Charge that to my head, not to my heart. Justice Society of America number 2. Lazarus Planet, We Were Once Gods. Tim Drake Robin number 5. Sabretooth and the Exiles number 3. And finally, Thor number 30. All right, that's 11, which brings the total number of comics I've bought since December of 1997 to 11,846. All right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. Here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. Which Guardian of the Galaxy was previously a human being by the name of Arthur Douglas? Now, here are the hints. The first hint is that this character made their first appearance in the Invincible Iron Man number 55 in 1973. And then the second hint, this character has appeared in movies for Marvel Studios for 2014, beginning with the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and has been played by Dave Bautista. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in the drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Nicholas Martin from Rocky Branch, Louisiana, who won a free tee on this episode. All right, now, as y'all see, and also for those of y'all that watched, I posted a video of me setting up this desk in very fast motion. You could, you might have seen it on YouTube, you might have seen it on TikTok, you might have seen it on Instagram, you might have seen it on Facebook, or if you have liked the Comic Hero fan forum on Facebook, you also saw it there. Of course, I have this Mardi Gras tablecloth, this Mardi Gras tree, and then right behind me, this Mardi Gras sign. And then, as I was walking in at the beginning, you saw this Mardi Gras mask with some beads. Now, Mardi Gras originally got started as, it was originally a one-day Catholic holiday that started in France. And then an explorer from France ended up traveling here to the U.S., and he made a stop in here in the Deep South, and the holiday began being celebrated down here, and it eventually became a ball holiday, and then it would eventually become a parade holiday. So and now you have all three of those things all celebrated all at once. And then also, the three colors of Mardi Gras represent three different principles. Green represents faith, gold represents power, and purple represents justice. And I'm wearing a green faith Mardi Gras Comic Hero tee. Now, faith is something that should be very important to a lot of us. Faith is a very important thing to have. But here's the thing. You have to put some work into your faith. You got to give your faith some substance. Otherwise, it'll all be for nothing, because faith without works is dead. Now, next week's episode, I'm going to wear a Power Gold Comic Hero tee, and I'll touch base on the emphasis of the word power. And if you would like your very own, you can find them on my website, IamTheComicHero.com, for $17. I really love doing this show. I can't begin to tell you how much I love it. And if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome. And as soon as you're done, hit subscribe. All right, I'm Victor Nolly on A Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 432. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero.